Embracing the mystery. that's my phrase for the day. And yeah, it just suddenly popped up just before this class, and there was a very wonderful this is a very simple little quote from Thich Nhat Hanh, who always has so much wisdom and also compassion. Wonderful combination. At any moment, you have a choice that either leads you closer to your spirit or further away from it. Says everything, right? Perfect. So we're going to start seated today. Don't let me forget. Okay. I'm just going to ring the bell. There we go. Ring the bell. Now we know we're going to get started. So let's start seated. Comfortably. We have a little bit of a move around. Once you're sitting cross-legged, if you feel you need a cushion, put a cushion underneath you. And let us embrace the mystery of our class today. Who knows what's going to happen? So with that theme, just sitting comfortably, hands on your knees, in your lap, wherever feels good, sitting tall. So just have a lift of the chest, shoulders back, back of the neck long. Close your eyes. Notice what happens. You know, we've probably been busy already today, lots of activity, lots of images, lots of stuff we have to do. So just taking a moment to close the eyes. Maybe take a breath in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the mouth. And just for a few moments, let that all go. And just focusing inwards into that dark, expansive mystery that is always present. So, and then just allowing the breath to come in and out of the nostrils, nice and easy. And just feel your body, feel your ground of your body, feel the ground beneath your body. So the surface of your skin, the areas that have fabric in contact with the skin, the areas of the body that are exposed to the air, and feeling the breath coming in and out through the nostrils, feeling the warmth of the air, the coolness of the air, the abdominals moving as you breathe in and out. Just settling and pausing and noticing how your thoughts are right now in this moment. Are they speeding? Are they kind of caught up in a certain kind of circle or spiral or pattern of thought? And just take a moment to step back from all of that and just look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. And the big picture is always right here, right now. We're not up in the past, and we're not projected forwards into the future. Neither of those actually exist right now. Right now, we're right here, right now, in this moment. Together. Let's just take a moment to see if we can even just glimpse that sense of presence, or at least just calm and take a step back from all of the busyness and all of the kind of chaos and thoughts and worries and concerns and stuff. And then we'll just bring that point of focus to the sound of Om. We'll just make one loud, long Om. So just that, maybe exercise or stretch your mouth out so that you can relax your jaw, open your mouth wide, let your sound out. You can have your eyes closed or open. Breathe in through your nostrils. Let your sound out. Okay, so let's intersect the fingers and stretch up the hands. Push the hands up. And just keep pushing up, but keep a slight sense of the shoulders coming down away from the ears, and the back is long and the ribs are lifted and the body is long and the back of the neck is long. And then we'll just see if we can just take one side at a time. So we're just extending through the left. Maybe there's a slight lean over to the right as we extend through the left. Inhale to the top, and as we exhale, extend through the right a little bit. Inhaling, extend up, exhaling again. One side at a time. And we're going with the breath. And let's see how much more space we can make here. Just by incorporating the breath and our focus of attention on the sides of the body, releasing the tension in the sides of the body. One more breath in to the top and breathing out, lower the arms down. Good. And let's come into a twist. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, breathing in, lift the chest. Nice and bright and lively, back of the neck long. And as you breathe out, you're going to twist around to the left, starting from the bottom of the body and ending with the top of the head, the crown. Keep the shoulders down, away from your ears. Keep the neck really long, lovely swan-like neck. Inhaling, lengthen up through the whole of the spinal column. Exhaling, turn towards the back, behind you, looking behind you. One more breath in and untwist to the front. See how that feels a little bit. Yeah. Right hand behind, left hand on the right knee. Breathing in, lift the chest. Feel that length happening in this abdominal area. And as you breathe out, you're turning around, starting from the abdominal area, then the ribs, then the chest, then the right shoulder, and looking right behind you. Breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Every inhale, you're sitting up tall. Every inhale, you're sitting up taller. Every exhale, you're twisting a little deeper. Shoulders down, away from the ears, back of the neck long. Good. One more breath in and untwist to the front. See how that feels. Have a little bit of a move around. Okay, so let's just take the left hand onto the left. Let's breathe in, extend up to the right. Breathing out, reaching over the body. And we'll do this a little bit, we'll do this a couple of times. So we're just going to let that arm sweep down to the ground and come up to straight again. And then put the right hand on the right side, breathing in, extend up to the left, breathe in, breathing out, coming over to the right, bending into that right elbow, and then just letting that arm sweep across the floor and back up. Let's try the other side again. Left hand on left side, breathing in, extend up, breathing out, reaching down over to the left, and then let the hand fall forwards, sweeping up, back up. Right hand on the right, breathing in, extend up to the left, reaching over the body, breathing out, and then letting your hands sweep down to the ground and sweep across. So got lots of action happening there in the hips. Let's see if we can make that a little bit more. So we're just going to extend the legs out now. If you need to sit up on something, if that feels a bit strong for you, if you're finding it difficult to sit up, if you're finding yourself very hunched forward, then sit up on something. Make it better for yourself. Toes pointing towards the ceiling. Okay, let's just stir up our porridge pot. Good, so lifting the chest up, or our cauldron, as I like to think. You have your big spoon, or you can have your hands on your knees. Breathing in, lengthen up, breathing out, leaning forwards and around to the right as you inhale to the back, exhaling as you come forwards. Just notice how that feels. And again, if you feel like you have a little bit more flexibility and strength there, you can let go of the knees and bring the hands into this kind of interlinked positions. If you're holding a big spoon, it's going around the edges and you can lean back quite a lot there. Lean forwards as far as you feel is okay for you, but try and keep that upright spine. We're not bending too much here. We're really keeping it upright. So you're taking your chest forwards. Have a think about your heart is orbiting around this, breathing out. Come back to center. And we'll try the other way now. Breathing in. As you breathe out, coming forwards and around to the left. Stirring it all up. Feeling this whole area here, your abdominals and your hips, is getting a little bit of attention and just getting some flexibility, some heat, some movement. Movement is everything. So just move, even if it's only a little bit, just move. And if you can incorporate the breath with that, particularly if you're led by that breath, so breathing out is taking me around. Inhaling is taking V backwards. We're coming around one more time, breathing out and breathing in, come back to center. Ready for the lion. So just roll the shoulders back a few times just so we can get the shoulders a bit more warm. So breathing in and breathing out. Roll the shoulders back, maybe 3 times. Yeah, and just roll the shoulders forwards a few times. Yeah, open up the shoulders and the chest. And let's open up the chest. Let's get that roaring a bit more ready, that fire. So we're going to pummel the chest with the stiff fingers there. Maybe make some sound just to get ourselves a bit ready for the sound making, breathing in through the nostrils. Even on the sides here. Good, so a bit more ready now for our lion. So it's either with the hands outstretched or with the hands on the ground. And you can always try both. So breathing in, strong. Let's fan those flames. Out through the mouth, make that roaring sound. Yeah, roar. Breathing in. Good, make it fierce. Let all your sound out. So get lots of fuel for this one. Breathing in. Good. Take a little breath. We'll do one more of these. Breathing in. Good. Bring the knees in. Hug the knees in. Make yourself into a little tiny little seed. Let the face fall onto the knees. Round the back. Just get that nice open feeling between the shoulder blades. Breathe in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. And then we're going to come onto all fours. Let's get these opposite movements, cross lateral movements. So we extend the right hand and the left leg, inhaling, looking up, really strong movement, and exhaling, softening. So we've got these two different kind of feelings. Inhaling, extending, looking forwards, extending the back leg, and breathing out, coming down, softening everything, even bending the elbows to encourage that sort of softening feeling. And as you inhale, everything is expanded and extended, even smiling or brightening up, breathing out, coming into ourselves, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, checking that your hands are spread out on the ground, the fingers are in contact with the ground, the palms of the hands, making sure that if it feels a bit painful on your knees, that you put something underneath your knees, either double the mat up or put a blanket underneath them, bending the elbows slightly, breathing in. The chest is wanting to come forwards, the heart, and breathing out. Let's do one more either side. Breathing in, extend, breathing out. Breathing in, extend. Breathing out, looking down on the ground, sit back onto the heels. Just slide the hands away, bring the forehead to the ground. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good, just enjoy. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Come back onto all fours, come back into tabletop. So the hands are underneath the shoulders again. Space between the knees. And let's just kind of do some more side body work. So again, keep those elbows nice and soft. Chest is open. Breathe into front. You're looking kind of on the ground but slightly forwards. And as you breathe out, you're going to turn to the left and bring your tail. If you had a tail, you're going to bring that around as well. And you might even, exaggerate that more. Exaggerate the extension you're getting on the right side by leaning over to your right slightly. So it's kind of like that, but you can do it. You can exaggerate it if you want to make that exaggeration. And the inhale to the front and the exhale the same. You're turning to the right this time, and you're also bringing your tail around. And you can even lean over to your left. Inhale, exhale, inhale. So in effect, we're kind of expanding the side of the body one by one. So really think about your breath. Think about keeping contact with the hands on the ground. Think about the space between the ears and the shoulders staying really broad, and the chest is staying open. Inhaling, exhaling. Now we're going to just come into a lunge. So from this position, we extend that right leg back. Take the chest forward to make a nice long shape there. And then we bring the knee forwards as if we're going to bring it to the chest. You might need to come up onto the fingertips of the right hand, take that right foot forward. That could take a little bit of doing sometimes. Coming right forward. And then we're going to come up onto the knee there. So again, pad that up if you need it. Now breathing in, bring the arms up, bring the hands together. Take the arms back. And as you breathe out, you're taking your hips forwards and your arms going back. So you get this lovely crescent moon. And you can look forwards or you can look up at the ceiling. So opening the front of that hip. Really important to lengthen the front of the body to combat all the sitting that we do, but also using the strength of the buttock and the legs, so it's not just unsupported kind of back bend there. Now bring the hands down and just take that foot back. Now this time, same thing, but on the other side, so extending the left leg, pointing that, and then taking the knee forwards and stepping forwards with that left foot. Come up onto the knee. Widen the space between the knee and the foot if you need to have more balance. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the palms together. As you breathe out, the hands come back, the arms come back as if they're trying to reach something behind you, and the hips come forwards. So making sure that knee really only stays above the ankle. And if it's kind of going in front, then you need to pull back more, or you need to creep the foot forward a bit more to give yourself more space. So you've got these two, it's this dynamic of the hands going back and the hips going forward, which keeps it balanced, if you like. Otherwise, with all the weights going forwards, that's going to really not feel so good. And we're going to get lovely chest opening here. Then bring the hands down again and send that left foot back. We just take the hands slightly forward, so we're in this kind of extended dog, so the bottom doesn't quite reach the heels. And then bring the head back and release the shoulders. And lengthen the back, but with ease. Good. The forward may come to the ground, or it might be slightly off the ground, depending how pronounced you make that extended dog position. Opening the backs of the shoulders in particular, and feeling that space between the shoulder blades and the back, the middle back. It's getting a bit of attention. So now just slide the hands back, sit back into the heels for a moment, bring them forward to the ground, and sweep the arms back into the pose of the child. So we just let it all go now. Breathe in through the nostrils. And just loosen the mouth and the lips and the jaw. Breathe in through the nostrils. Good. Slide the hands forward once more. We're going to come up into a downward dog. So spread the fingers wide, engage those hands with the ground. Come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, breathing in. Lift the knees off the ground, sit back into the heels, or just pressing those heels down. Maybe take one at a time, because that kind of is a nice, easeful way into getting those hamstrings a little bit more limber. Remember to keep the tummy tucked in, as if your abdominals are flying upwards inside. Uddiyana Bandha, if you're familiar with the bandhas, or locks or seals. And you use these, really containing the energy, building the subtle energy of the body. Now I bring the heels down, and then walk the feet forwards, come up into a ragdoll, knees are bent, let the body hang. Breathe into the nostrils. Long, loud sound. A sigh out through the mouth. Let's do another one of those. Breathe into the nostrils. Let the arms hang and start to feel the energy lifting you up from the base of the spine. Keep the knees bent, leave the arms hanging forward, leave the head hanging forward. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Just really slowly coming up to standing. And feel yourself come up to standing. Okay. Lift the shoulders up, breathing in, out through the mouth. Breathing in, lift the shoulders up, out through the mouth. Lift the shoulders up one more time. Out through the mouth. Good. Let's just take those shoulders back. Let's open up this chest a bit more. Knees are bending as well. The shoulders are getting a little bit more fluid. The elbows are lifting. The arms are opening up. Breathing in, lifting the hands up, lifting the whole arms up. Let your body really feel that fluidity. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Look up. Open the chest. Open your wings. Inhale, exhale. And now forward to the shoulders. So just start slowly and small. Just the shoulders. Knees are joining in as well. But just the shoulders. The arms are heavy. There's no effort really. And then the elbows start wanting to join in. So they start lifting. The elbows are lifting. The arms are lifting. Breathing with that. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Yeah, the whole arm join in, opening the chest, opening the back. Good, diving in, making this beautiful diving action with the arms. Yeah, diving into the mystery, embracing the mystery. Let's embrace the mystery as well. So we're just going to swing the arms, just give ourselves a little hug, open wide, give ourselves a hug, keep the knees nice and soft. Try and cross the arms different ways each time. So the right arm is on top, and the left arm is on top. Good. And we can bring the feet out a bit wider. And bend the knees. And come into our Tai Chi twists. Bend the knees. Let the arms swing freely. Yeah. Let the breath move easily. Exaggerate the movement by coming up onto the toe as you turn to look behind you. Let the arms swing quite heavily, quite strongly, but without any effort there. And then slowly come to a stop. Come on the lower back. Wake up the energy. The movement. Let's unstick ourselves from wherever we get stuck. And then get those knuckles. Help that energy move, move, move. Yeah, a lot of stuff around this lower back area. That's why we often get a little bit achy. That's why it feels so good to be touched or massaged there. Yeah, so we're just waking it up, helping ourselves a little bit there. Rub the palms together. And shake the hands out. Okay. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Bring the heel to the backside. Move the feet really quickly. Move the legs as quickly as you can. Yeah, the lizard on hot sand. The idea of hot sand seems kind of quite distant at the moment. But we can imagine, we can enjoy our imaginations. We can recreate these sensations. And then we lift the knees very high, lifting high, tie the knees, lifting them up to the chest. Just feel that bit of integrity there in the abdominals to support the back. This mutual support here. Get the knees really high. Good, and then out to the sides. Good, breathe. Legs are starting to feel a bit more lively, a bit more woken up. It's amazing how quickly they do wake up. You know, it only needs a little bit of movement, a bit of breath. But always, you know, never force yourself. It's always just to do a little bit to encourage yourself, and then usually a bit of energy will start to motivate you in your practice. Let's lift up the knee and open up the hip. These hips, well, the emotion there in the hips, it's often an area where we can get a bit stuck. So giving them some movement and breath and attention just frees up the energy, and also helps us with our forward motion. Okay, and let's finish the limbering with a ha here. So breathing in, feet hips width apart, and then let the arms swing. Let's try it again. Breathing in, inhale through the nostrils and out to the mouth. Make a nice strong ha. Bring to mind anything you want to sweep out of your system. Yeah. Good time of year for sweeping, cleaning. So we have a nice fresh ground for what is to come. Right, yeah, ending a cycle with the winter solstice coming up and starting anew. And at the arm swing. Okay, so we're going to just take the feet a little bit further apart, maybe as wide as your shoulders, knees nice and soft. Breathing in, lift the arms up, but they're going to have some space between them as well. We're going to do a little palm tree again. We're getting these sides really woken up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, we're going to be in a little palm tree. So we're going to go over to the left on the out breath. The in breath lifts us up, and then the out breath, we're going over to the right. As far as you can. Push into that right foot as you go over to the right. Breathing in, extend up. And as you breathe out, again, pressing into the foot that you're leaning over to will really help to support you. Feel that sense of stability. Inhale and exhale. Feel that length that you're creating inside body. Breathing in, you're going to feel so much taller after this. Breathing out. Come up one last time to the right. Breathe out. Inhaling up. Exhaling, lower the arms down. Good. Let's come to the front of the mat. We're going to do a couple of triangles. So feet hip width apart. Lift the toes, place them down. Feel connection with the ground. Lift the heels, place them down. Lift the chest. Think about your posture. Strengthen the legs. Everything is working, integrated. Weight on the left foot. Step back for Trikonasana. So not such a big step as a warrior. And the feet are at right angles. Square the hips. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Shoulders down away from the ears, not hunched up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to reach over to your left, keeping the legs straight but not locked, and down. Maybe you are, finding you can go a little bit deeper now. The hands are facing forwards. It's kind of nice because when the hands face forward, it encourages the chest to open, which is good. And you can feel the sense of that right shoulder dropping back. You can press against the leg, wherever you are on that leg, And you'll feel this again in the front of the hip and in the side of the body. So we've done some preparation with the side of the body. Just soften the knees. Remind the knees not to lock. Open the feet up. So lift the toes, place them down. Have a sense of lifting up through the arches of the feet. Now look up at the right hand there. You always have the option, of course, of taking the hand behind the back if that feels uncomfortable for any reason, or if you've got, a lot of some problem in the shoulder. Try and keep the shoulder down away from the ear. Use the inhale to come up, maybe bending into that left knee. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back. Gracefully back to the front of the mat. Weight on the right foot, step back with the left. Square the feet, get the weight even between the feet. Square the hips, breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, reaching over to your right and down. Meet that leg with the hand, reaching up to the skies with your left fingers. Turn the head to look up at that left fingers. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears, soften the knees. Engagement with the ground. You feel the ground with your feet. You're reaching to the ceiling. You're looking at the left hand, so everything, all your senses are engaged. You're feeling the length on the left side of the body. That hip is really working hard, the left buttock, everything is engaged. Breathe. And it's being connected through the breath. Everything is connected with the breath. Use the inhale, come up on the inhale. And the exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a little moment there, lift the heels up and down. Lift the toes up as you inhale, lower them down as you exhale. Just lift the heels one more time, breathing in, lift the heels high and lower them down slowly on the exhale. Lift the toes up on the inhale, lower them down on the exhale. So reverse triangle now. So I put the weight onto the left foot. We're going to step back first of all with the right. Same kind of distance, but instead we just turn both feet to point forwards now. So get your hips nice and steady. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, turn to your right. Breathe in here. On the out breath, the left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg. You could go down as low as the ankle if that's okay for you. Otherwise, higher up is fine. Or even with a block on the ground there is okay. And we're really turning the chest towards the ceiling without pushing or forcing. Watch out for that. But still also keeping that right shoulder away from the right ear. Breathe, open the chest. Breathe deeply. Deeply as you can. One more breath in. Then bring the right hand down to the right foot and take the left hand over to the left foot. So we're in a forward bend here. Bring the fingertips to the center. Inhale, look forwards, come up onto the fingertips. You're straightening the back, lengthening the spine, chest is coming forwards, and then breathing out, forward bend. Maybe the hands will flatten down. You need to bend the knees slightly, that's okay too. Inhale, come up again. Look forwards, open the chest, shoulders back. Breathing out, forward bend. Maybe you go a little bit deeper. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in all the way up. Look up onto the fingertips. Chest is coming forwards. Breathing out, forward bend. Good. So we're going to take the hands to the hips. Lift the chest, look forwards. So we have a straight back, it's halfway up. Strong legs, strong buttocks. Use the inhale now. You can maybe hold onto your back if you need to come up to standing. Okay, at the side now. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, turning towards your left. Now breathe in here. Right hand on the out breath comes down to the outside of the left leg, maybe down to the ankle, and looking up at the ceiling, looking up at the left hand's reaching up to the ceiling. So when you press against the outside of that leg, it's like you're turning your chest to look up at the ceiling. There's a strong twist. So it needs a lot of breath support. So dig deep with the breath. Your breath, it doesn't feel like you've got as much space. You haven't got as much space because in this twist, your breath is restricted. Breathing in and out. Expanding. One more breath in. On the out breath, take the left hand down to the left foot. Right hand just hops over to the right foot. And again, bring the fingers to the center. Let's lift up, look forward, take the chest forward, inhale. And as you exhale, forward bend. Now bend the knees and let yourself completely flop forwards. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax the back, let the head hang. You might even want to put the backs of the hands or the backs of the forearms on the ground if you're that far forward. And just keep the knees nice and bent. Release the hips, release the back, release the neck. Out to the mouth breathing. So again, feel that impulse starting at the base of the spine. It's lifting you. It's lifting you up, keeping the knees bent, leaving the arms heavy, leaving the head heavy. You're breathing in and out through the nostrils. Just really slowly uncurl. Like you're just coming back to life, but slowly lifting up, feeling the life rising up right to the crown of your head, lifting you up. Beautiful. And bring the feet together. Give the legs a little shake. Okay, we're going to come into a balance now. Dancer balance. Use a wall if you need to. If you're using a wall with dancer, when you're in this posture, just do quickly, then make sure your arms extended rather than close. Then you get a feeling of extension. Yeah. Or on a chair, or whatever you feel is useful for you. So let's get ready. Let's put the weight onto the left foot. Shift all the weight into that left foot. Stand up tall through that left leg. Bend the right knee. Take hold of the foot, either on the inside, outside, or inside grip. Try and keep those hips and shoulders square. So we're really stretching the front of that left thigh there. Good. Now, as you inhale, lift the left hand up. As you exhale, you're leaning forwards. Maybe you make that connection between the thumb and the first finger of the left hand. Extend the arm forwards. So you might be holding the wall, or you might be extending the arm forwards, extending the chest forwards, Extending the right toe towards the ceiling. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Focus your eyes on something still in front of you and dig deep with your breath. Keep trying. One more breath in, lifting up, exhaling, lowering the arm down. So keep that poise and grace right to the last moment, to the end of the posture. And coming out of the posture with as much emphasis and effort as you go in. So just get that right foot ready, over the toes, place it down, find that foot. Yeah. Standing, bringing the weight into the right foot and standing tall up through the left leg. Find your hand position, holding the left foot. Open the front of that left hip again. Breathing in, lift the right arm up. Extend up to the ceiling, breathing out, take the arm forwards. Connect the thumb and the first finger, extend the other fingers out like a little sunshine. Extend those fingers forward. And at the same time, extend the left toe towards the ceiling. The heel is coming away from the backside, leaning forwards with the same dynamic as effort and dynamic that helps your balance here. Breathe. Breathe. Use the inhale to come up slowly. See if you can maintain that posture. Breathing out, lower the arm down. And slowly lower the leg down to the ground. And let's just give the legs a little shake. So keep feet down the ground, shaking the knees, shaking the shoulders, have a little shake here, shake anything out. Anything that needs shaking up or shaking out, we're just going to let that go. Inhale. It always feels good to do that. Making sound is good to do. Okay. So another balance. Okay, so another balance. Parent balance. So take some time, a bit more grace here and movement. Weight onto the left foot. As you inhale, we're going to lift the right foot off the ground, lift the arms up high. Inhaling, bring the hands together above the head. Exhaling, the arms are coming down, the leg is coming down. Just see if you can really enjoy that moment where the toes touch the ground and the weight shifts. So slowly does it with this one. Inhaling, the arms are coming up, lifting the left knee. How slowly can you do this little sequence? Lowering down slowly and also keeping that coordinated. So the leg and the arms are coordinated. So just as the arms reach the sides, the foot's reaching the ground and we shift the weight over. So you can stay with this simple version, just lifting the leg and the arms, or you can add an extra on the end, breathing out, you push the heel out, the arms come down. A bit trickier because you're standing a bit longer, lifting the knee up on the inhale. You might want to do it a bit faster because of that, and exhaling, lowering down. So you might be a bit faster. You might be something like inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's a bit easier to do it that fast. So if you can slow it down, or if you really want to, focus, it requires a lot more focus of mind. And it's more challenging for your balance to move this slowly, and also your breath. Your breath has to really expand and get longer, and it's very much more focusing for your mind. So work with whatever you feel is useful for you today. Inhaling. Of course, you can always just stay with the simpler version where you're just lifting the knee and the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Shifting the weight. Still enjoying that shift of weight. Let's do one more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Push that heel out. It's that push that will help your balance as well. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly down. And again, give the legs a little shake. Maybe you want to shake the legs out. Feels kind of nice. Shake the hands and arms and wrists out. Breathe out. Good. Release. And now a little moment, which kind of is a similar vibe here, but we're do our little gratitude prayer, our universal prayer. So bring the hands to the heart center. Just check your feet. You're standing in Tadasana. So feet hips width apart, feet are parallel. And actually it's probably better if you try and get the outside edges of your feet parallel. Knees are soft, the pelvis with the tail pointed down, strong belly. Lift the chest away from your abdomen. Drop the shoulders down, back of the neck long. Anjali Tadasana, so hands pressed firmly but gently together, lifting the chest towards the hands. You might have contact between your thumbs and your heart center, that's fine. Feeling that openness in the fronts of the hips there. Good, strong legs. Kneecaps are sort of lifting as your thighs are strong. Good. Breathe in. Deeply through the nostrils, breathing out through the nostrils, pointing down to the ground with the fingers looking down at the ground. So grounding, and now we're lifting up from the ground, opening the hands up, drawing up the energy, breathing in, bringing the hands together above the head, looking at the hands coming together, and breathing out, coming back to the heart center. Such a beautiful, simple little practice. Breathing out, pointing the hands down. Inhaling, opening the hands out. The thumbs are going to the sides. We're getting really wide, reaching up and reaching in. Yeah. At every moment, we have the opportunity to move towards spirit or away from it. In every moment, there's an opportunity, breathing in and breathing out. And a real surefire way to move toward is through gratitude. So we're going to take this now a few moments to focus fully on that. So as you inhale, open up to inspiration, whatever you feel grateful for today, looking at the hands coming together and drawing that energy of gratitude into your heart and feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Feel it. Feel. How does that feel when it lands in your body? You don't need to describe it, you just need to feel it. Good. What do I feel grateful for today? What is bringing me joy? What is bringing me gratitude? What am I glad for? What could I not do without? Maybe noticing the things we take for granted. What do I take for granted that I really want to feel gratitude for? That's a good one. Inhaling and exhaling, keeping that smooth, steady, even movement. We're drawing a beautiful circle of gratitude. We're drawing with our fingertips, extending it out widely, casting our net out, reaching up and bringing it together and bringing that inward to the body. And letting the hands just rest there now, this last time. In the heart center, close the eyes softly. Make sure your knees are soft and you can feel the ground with your feet. Wiggle the toes to remind yourself you're standing on this ground. You are supported. You're stable. You are stable. You can withstand the storm. Feel your heart space. Feel your heart. Feel your feelings. And just check in with your heart. How does it feel right now, today? Good. Drop the hands down. Let's do a little half sun salute, just a few of these before we come down to the ground. So checking your feet, hips apart, parallel. Check the toes. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together. Breathing out, the hands are coming to the floor. Knees bend, fingertips touch the ground, looking at the ground. Breathing in now. Take the hands to just below the knees. Straighten the legs. Take the chest forward. Strong belly here. The shoulders come back. And then we breathe out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, look up. Inhale, lift your hands up. Look at the hands meet above the head. And exhaling, the arms come down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, down. Knees bend, fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Exaggerate that breath. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in. It's a strong inhale. Make that very strong, because that will give you power to lengthen and inspiration. Fingertips, breathe out. Breathing in. Feel your body and give you that power. And then breathing out, softening, touching that earth, bending the knees, breathing in. reaching to the heavens, to the skies, breathing out, softening into the body, feeling that body, breathing in, breathing out, bend the knees, so reaching for the ground, the earth, breathing in, heart flying upwards, breathing out, bend, breathing in, all the way up, inspiration, breathing out, arms coming down. So feel these polarities within us, breathing in, inspiration, reaching for the heavens, breathing out, reaching to the earth, softening into the earth, knees are bent, soft. Inhale, heart's flying upwards, and it's really full of air and ideas, and then breathing out, softening into the earth, bend the knees a lot. Inhale, big sun, breathing out, sunset. Let's do one more time, breathing in all the way up, breathing out all the way down, knees bend, soft, so strong belly here, chest coming forwards, fingertips to the ground, breathing in, and breathing out. Let's stay in this little forward bend for a moment. You might have fingertips on the floor, you might have your hands flat on the floor. We're starting to lengthen up the legs, pressing the feet into the ground, taking the weight into the balls of the feet rather than sitting back into the heels, lifting that tail, bringing the chest towards the ground. So keeping that really engaged feeling. Breathe and stay engaged by focusing on noticing where your eyes are looking. They're looking at the big toes there. There's even a big eye here in the middle of your chest, and it's wanting to see the toes as well. Have that idea. It really helps, I find. Good. Come up onto the fingertips, breathing in, look forwards. And then bring the bottom down to the ground, catch yourself. Extend the legs out in front, bounce the knees up and down. Ah, yes. So a little bit of a forward bend now. We're going to come into this version. So you're going to bend that right knee. Bring it close into the body. Take the knee out to the side. Make sure you put something underneath that knee if it is kind of floating in the air there. But if it feels kind of relaxed, you feel open in the hips, and then that's fine to be unsupported. Take the right hand onto the outside of your left knee. Take the left hand behind you. Breathe in, lift up to the chest. So we've got this feeling of being held between our two arms as well. So it really encourages the spine to be really long and upright, back of the neck included. And as you exhale, you feel yourself twisting around to your left. You can just hold that outside of the knee to support that movement. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Back of the neck is really long. Breathe. Inhaling, lengthening up. Exhaling, twisting around to your left. Good. Inhale one more time and exhaling to the front. Good. So we're going to come into a forward bend. Breathing in, extend the arms up, look at the back of the hands. As you exhale, take the whole body forwards. The whole body is coming forwards, let the hands rest on the leg or on the ground either side of the leg. Toes still going directly up to the ceiling, haven't collapsed inwards. Always take a moment to come back a little bit on an inhale and taking the chest forwards. Again, the chest is coming forwards and the base of the spine is going back towards the wall behind you. So it's the same as when we're in our standing forward bend. It's the same dynamic here. Obviously, we have the added leg and hip there going on. But it's the same principle of lengthening rather than trying to find a shape you think you're supposed to be in, which would be this. And it's kind of, well, we've kind of given up there. Here we're still really involved. We're involved, we're in a process, we're in a journey. We kind of haven't flopped into where we think we should be. There's never an end point, you know, with yoga, there's never an end point. It's just continual journey. And that's what keeps it and keeps us interested. Walking the hands up the leg, lift that right knee, lift the left knee, hug the knees, come into this little seed. Yeah. It's nice having the face down on the knees and you're breathing out and giving yourself a bit of warmth there. Stretch the right leg out, draw that left knee in, take that knee out to the side. That foot is going on the inside of that right thigh there. Sit up tall. Sometimes it's good just to to lift yourself up on your fingertips. Right hand behind. Make sure you're padding up that knee if it needs extra support. Left hand on the outside of the knee. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, you're just twisting around to the right. Keep the shoulders down all the time. Long swan neck. What often happens when we're twisting is we end up leading with our head, and then we haven't got a nice upright spine. So keep that attention on keeping the head on top of the body, which is a good instruction or reminder for kind of normal everyday life. Keep your head on top of the body. It's not a good thing to be leading with the head, because then you're going to put your neck out of line, which will impact on your lower back. So we need to really focus on keeping that head back on top of the body. One more breath in and untwist the front. Breathing in, extend the arms up, look at the back of the hands. Breathing out, taking the arms and the chest forward, letting the hands rest on the leg or either side of the leg. Come away a little bit, breathing in and breathing out. Forward bend. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Walk the hands back up. Lift that left knee, lift the right knee, hug your knees. Breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good. So let's just come into a cross-legged position. Maybe just roll the shoulders a little bit, forwards and back. Whatever feels good to just loosen the back up. We're going to have a little breathing practice now. Practicing Nadi Shodhana. Okay. So, sitting with a nice upright spine. If you're finding your spine isn't really kind of feeling so energized, then just re-energize it by unlinking the fingers and stretching the arms up. So we get a bit more engagement again in the side body, breathing in and breathing out, lower the arms down. So Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. You can let that left hand rest in the lap, maybe form a little mudra, connecting the thumb and the first finger. And this other hand, you take, I'm going to come forward so you can see I'm sitting upright. You can sit on a cushion if you want to. And you can always also sit kneeling if you prefer. So you can see better, just in case you're not sure about this. And sometimes we always need reminders. So using the right hand, you form a seal with the right thumb on the right nostril. So you can't breathe in or out through it. It's just breathing in and out through the left nostril instead. Try that. The ring finger on the left nostril, so just breathing in and out through the right. Just try that. Okay. And making sure that your nostrils are kind of ready for this. You're going to start off, just breathe out. So you've got lots of breath out, you've got a nice freshening in breath. So first of all, you're going to breathe in for 4 into the left nostril. Then you're going to close that nostril and breathe out for 4 through the right nostril. Then you're going to breathe in for 4 through the right nostril, close it, breathe out for 4 to the left. And that's one round. So we just close our eyes, taking the focus inwards. I'll talk you through it again. It's an even breath, breathing in through the left nostril for 4, close that, breathe out through the right nostril for 4, breathe in through the right nostril for 4, close it, breathe out through the left nostril for 4. Also let the first 2 fingers just rest on the forehead, or they can be curled up, it's fine. We'll just do a few rounds of this. Calming, tranquilizing, balancing breath. Simple little breath practice. You can use this anytime. Just come back into yourself and find balance. Just do one last round of this. The last thing you'll do is breathe out for 4 through the left nostril, keeping your eyes closed, and just let your hand fall into your lap, your right hand. With your eyes still closed, just breathing, adjusting to breathing through 2 nostrils again, and taking a moment also to notice, how does that feel? How do you feel? How has that impacted on you? And when you're ready, lying down or just staying seated for a very brief little closing of the practice, lying on your back for relaxation. So just allow your back to soften, lie back. In Shavasana, cover yourself with something. If you have something to hand, or put some socks on, warmer clothes. It's always worth having a final little relax, particularly if you're practicing on your own. You know, we don't tend to do it enough. Just a little moment to be still and reflect and relax. Feel the ground as well. Allow yourself just to really sink back into the ground, to sort of sink back, feel the warmth and support, the solidity of the ground holding you. And also imagine you just sinking back, just letting yourself be held in the arms of the earth. Sort of sinking back and laying back down into the mystery, allowing yourself to be embraced by that beautiful mystery. The unknown doesn't have to be scary. We can allow it and feel it. The darkness doesn't have to be scary. It can be warm, a warm embrace. It can be infinite, soft, and surrounding us and holding us. Breathe in and out through the nostrils softly. Nothing to do here. Give yourself this moment to let go, relax, and soften the whole body, the whole mind, your whole being. Feel yourself held like a little baby. Just a sense of being held in the arms of Mother Nature, cradled like a precious jewel. And in this beautiful space, just hear these words by a genius from the past. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious, the fundamental emotion which stands at the cradle of true art and true science. That's Albert Einstein. And with that note, just having maybe a glimpse or taste of that beautiful mystery, we can bring ourselves back to the day and whatever we have to do, our practical day. And breathe a little deeper and come back to the day. Bring yourself back to the day in whatever way feels good to you, slowly, easily. Taking it easy, moving your body, breathing a little deeper. Yeah, enjoy. Maybe giving yourself a little stretch, feeling the space around you, looking around you, looking at the things around you in the space, your space. Oh, good it is to have a space and a place to be. And then let's finish by rubbing the palms together and creating some heat. And so we bring this fire, this outer fire, and we bring it to our inner fire, we bring it to our heart center. Close the eyes, feel your inner flame, the unextinguishable, unending, infinite little flame lighting up our inner temple. And breathe and bring to mind your sankalpa. Imagine it being spoken, chanted, sang in your inner temple, your sankalpa, your intention, your phrase or sentence. And sing it and chant it and say it with meaning, purpose, expression, feeling. Good. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice and for being here.